Hi, everybody. My name is Shannon Studer. There's a few things that I wanted to bring up about history in your life, cancer, loss, and letting go. As the title says, without having to figure that you have to blame, accuse, or fight all the time. Things will happen and it hurts. And you don't have any say in the matter. It's just human nature is the way it is. When I got diagnosed with my cancer and was told that I have 1 to 2 years left, I went into an absolute frenzy. And it's been like that, to be honest with you, for at least 5 to 6 years. I wanted to leave my house, my place, and be free. And many people, actually do that by not living anymore. They will themselves to die, or they go into risky behavior, such as drugs. And we all know what drugs those are. I just wanted to say that when I got diagnosed with this cancer, squamous cell carcinoma, I lost my ability to walk. My left leg went. Now my right foot is getting symptoms. It's a tumor the size of a golf ball wrapped around my sciatica nerve. So I made a decision a long time ago, from my history of my family, that I did not want my mother to know, or my brother. And that's the extent of my family. My father died years ago. So, and the reason for that was that I knew verbal violence would come my way with my mother and my brother. And this morning it happened, and I knew it was going to happen. And I knew that in my life situation, that when you're told that you're going to die, all sorts of things will happen. You will become absolutely scared beyond, and you'll want to start tying loose ends. That means maybe selling your house, getting rid of your things, stuff that you love, giving it away, having people help you. And sometimes things go without you knowing they go, and people just took them because they figured, maybe it was an accident, maybe it was purpose. It doesn't matter at this point. I made a decision, like I said, a long time ago, that I was not going to allow my mother and my brother to know that, that I got diagnosed with terminal cancer. Whether I want to believe that or not from doctors, I don't know. But I do know is that I'm fighting. And many of us have to. And a lot of times, and this is going to be one of the heaviest things that I'm going to say, is that, and what's going on with those 215 children that were found, buried, and their names and their lives and everything about them, we don't know. We don't know who is in those grave sites, what the children looked like, all of it. I was a child that was severely, severely abused, sexually, emotionally, psychologically, to the point that I even lost my freedom for 4 months. My mom had put me in a psychiatric ward. And I believe that she would have put me there for however long she could to shut me up. And this is where I'm coming with this story. There will be people in your life that will never, ever believe your life. For the simple reason is women will stay with their perpetrator when their children are being sexually abused because they've got a better life. They don't have to worry. They've got security for the first time in their lives, and especially if they're First Nations. They want a better life for their children, but they had no idea that the person they chose would sexually abuse their children. And that's one of the reasons why they ended up with the women with children. This morning, my mother called me the worst names and told me to go F myself. She refuses to believe me. The stepfather's dead. But she had said that I cost her $100,000. They had to remortgage their house. Her husband, not a stepfather. Stepfathers don't do internal examinations on their stepdaughters and ask them to screw them. I mean, my life is so complicated with this person. He's died of cancer a long time ago. And because I loved my mother and I needed her so badly, I so badly wanted her to believe me, and she would never believe me. But I believe in myself, and that's more important than somebody like that. So she screeched her tires off, rode off, told me, I cost her. And she believed that the house that I own here should have been hers. The money before I bought it. She said that my father never paid her support. Now, this is a person that's just all about money. And there are women who are like that. They will trade the safety of their children just to have the life that they want. They want the money. Well, she's not going to get it. And I don't care if she's not going to support me while I have cancer and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I've been kicked in the teeth enough with her. I was so lucky. There were 3 women that helped me who all left till the day I die. Whether stuff got missing and my life got turned upside down, actually what they gave me was the truth. Truths about so much. And the one woman that spared her working life situation here told me the truth about my mother. And my mom came into my life while I've been going through so much. She wasn't there for me with the chemo. I haven't had a Christmas with her in 18 years living here. And prior to that, it's been decades. It's been 40 years that I've never had a Christmas with her. She's outed me from her life. And all because I wanted vindication for the abuse that I suffered. And so many First Nations children grow up to be adults and wanted that love from their family so badly, and they never get it because that woman is sick. People grow up to where they want financial security at the cost of their children. And this really doesn't have anything to do with the 250 children. 15 babies that were found in that gravesite. This is about people that have taken those children and raped them and beat them to submission. And when they got ill, they never helped them. They just buried them. I mean, I believe that. And I'm very, very sorry for all the First Nations people like me who have been so badly sexually abused. I'm going to show you something. I just have to reach over and get something. I'll be back. I'm here 1 second, please. I'm back. I finally got the courage to show my mother this man that raped me. If I put this on a still image, you'll be able to read it. To this day, my mother will not believe me. And she had many men. She had three of the worst volatile men that hurt me. He also raped another child. They put our cases together. This man smothered me, tried to drown me, beat me, crushed my skull. He drugged me with heroin. He raped me. I was 8 years old. And this happened to me between 8 and 10 years old. So there are a lot of beautiful, beautiful people who never got married, lived alone all their lives. And that's me. Because I knew that I never, ever wanted to have a child experience the person that I grew up with. And I know now till, to the day I die, that it will never change with her. Because here I am with cancer. And I suffered. A couple of months ago, I was really, I'm palliative. I'm palliative care right now. And they told me not to open up this bag, and I opened up this bag. And it's all the stuff that you need to help somebody pass away in their home. And I remember just sobbing, thinking that's where my life had come from. And I don't believe I'm going to die in the next 2 years. I believe I would die if I stayed here and experienced the abuse over and over again. So I just wanted to say that I'm very, very glad that my friend Lara helped me. When my mom left, she go back to your dike. She was so abusive. Someone's sexual preference and these terms of degradation to somebody is volatile to me. And I don't believe anybody should do that. And I do believe we all make mistakes. We don't know. We really don't know. We believe we know, but we don't know. Accidents happen. Things get taken that weren't supposed to go. Things were said that weren't supposed to be said. I mean, this man here that raped me and hurt me, I pray for him. I chose a number that comes up a lot in my life of the year that this happened to me, to pray for him. And my stepfather that sexually abused me, the one that she says I cost her, they had to remortgage her house, I pray for him. He put his daughter in a New Westminster foster home. His 2 daughters were sexually abused as well. It just seems to happen over and over again. Mothers leave, they don't stay with their children. A lot of things happen. And whether I'm ready to, there's nothing to forgive my mother for at this point in my life, because I already did a long time ago. I let her go, and I knew she would never be the mother, and she will never, ever be somebody that I would trust ever again. I nearly fell off my porch and hurt myself, and I have a brace on my leg. I can't feel my left leg. So there's nothing more to say, except there will be people that will put you down all your life. Your neighbors, they'll talk about you. They'll say things to you. And the best thing that I can say now is that I'm just going to get out of here and just be here for the little while. But the old history and the garbage that this person has done to herself, because no matter what, your garbage mouth, your horrible attitude, the filth that is spewed all around you, you've lathered yourself with just ugly ego, falsity. You did it to yourself. And I know that the love that I have is gentle, it's kind, it's caring. And those who do hurt me, I can come out and be a vulture. And I will. But today, I am just going to close the chapter and say, yes, Mother, You don't believe me. But the day when you meet your maker and I'm up in heaven, it's you or me, whoever goes first, will face what you've done, how you abandon your children. And she has 2 other children that she abandoned. So what would make me think that she could ever be capable of love? No, you're not capable of love, Mother. You're just capable of trying to kill people emotionally and mentally and physically. You beat me when I was 18 and you beat the stepdaughter. I don't need you and I don't want you ever in my life again. My last breath will not be near you, and your last breath, I will not be near you. You've tried to hurt me when I'm already dealing with so much. So if any of you have experienced what I'm experiencing, you will know. And one day maybe I will talk to you or you'll talk to me. And you'll say, I'm sorry you went through that with your mother. Forgive her and let her go. So I'm letting you go, Mother. We're done. So bye, everybody. Be strong. Don't let people hurt you anymore. Nobody has the right. Bye.